Welcome to our channel. Are you preparing for a customer support interview? Not sure what to expect? In this video, we'll cover the most commonly asked customer service interview questions, what interviewers are looking for, and the best ways to answer them with confidence. Whether you're a fresher or an experienced candidate, this guide will help you stand out and land your dream job in customer support. Stay tuned and let's get started. Hi everyone. We're excited to let you know that this video is available in multiple languages, including English, Hindi, Indonesian, Spanish, French, Japanese, Portuguese, German, Italian, and more. To watch in your preferred language, simply click on the CC button or go to the settings menu to select from the available options. Enjoy the video and thanks for watching. First question. Tell me something about yourself, outside of work and on your resume. Interviewer expectation. They want to see your interests, passions, and how you spend your time outside of work. They also want to understand your career progression and key achievements. Answer. Outside of work, I enjoy reading personal development books and engaging in activities that help me stay productive, like organizing community events. I'm also passionate about fitness and enjoy morning runs, which help me start the day with energy. Additionally, I love learning about new technologies, which keeps me curious and adaptable in both personal and professional settings. Tell me about your previous customer service experience. Interviewer expectation. They want to know about your background in customer service, the industries you worked in, the types of customers you've handled, and how you provided excellent service. Answer. I have over 3 years of experience in customer service, primarily in a retail environment. In my last position, I handled customer inquiries, resolved complaints, and processed returns. I consistently received positive feedback for my ability to empathize with customers and provide effective solutions. This experience taught me the importance of active listening and maintaining a positive attitude, even in challenging situations. Why are you looking for a new opportunity? Interviewer expectation. They want to understand your career goals and what you're seeking in a new role. Be positive and focus on growth. Answer. I'm looking for a new opportunity because I want to take on more challenging responsibilities and further develop my customer service skills in a dynamic environment. While I enjoy my previous role, I'm excited to work in a company where I can grow, learn new customer service strategies, and contribute to a team that values innovation and customer satisfaction. Why do you want to work in customer support? Interviewer expectation. They want to see if you're genuinely interested in the role and if you have the right mindset for handling customers. Answer. I want to work in customer support because I am passionate about helping people and solving problems. I believe that excellent customer service is the backbone of any successful business, and I want to be part of a team that prioritizes customer satisfaction. I find it rewarding to turn a customer's frustration into a positive experience, and I thrive in environments where I can make a difference. How do you keep yourself motivated? Interviewer expectation. They want to see your self-awareness and how you handle the potential challenges of a customer support role. Answer. I keep myself motivated by setting daily and weekly goals, which helps me stay focused and organized. I also find motivation in the positive feedback I receive from customers and colleagues. Additionally, I take time to reflect on my achievements and the impact I have on customers, which fuels my passion for the work I do. I believe that maintaining a positive mindset is crucial, especially in a fast-paced environment. How do you manage 100 calls a day? Interviewer expectation. They want to see if you can handle high-volume workload efficiently while maintaining quality service. Answer. I manage a high volume of calls by using a structured approach. I prioritize my tasks and utilize a call management system to track inquiries and follow-ups. I also practice active listening to quickly identify customer needs, which helps me resolve issues efficiently. To maintain my energy and focus, I take short breaks when possible and stay organized with checklists of common issues and solutions. What are your key strengths that make you a good fit for a customer support role? Interviewer expectation. They want to hear about strengths that align with the role, such as communication, problem-solving, patience, and empathy. Answer. My key strengths include strong communication skills, empathy, and problem-solving abilities. I can effectively listen to customers and understand their needs, which allows me to provide tailored solutions. Additionally, I remain calm under pressure, which helps me handle challenging situations effectively. Have you worked with international customers before? How did you handle cultural differences? Interviewer expectation. They want to understand your experience with diverse customer bases and your sensitivity to cultural nuances. Answer. Yes, I have worked with international customers in my previous role. I made it a point to educate myself about different cultures and communication styles. For instance, I learned to be more formal in my communication with customers from certain cultures, which helped build rapport and trust. Share an experience where you successfully resolved a customer complaint. Interviewer expectation. They want to assess your problem-solving skills, ability to de-escalate situations, and how well you handle customer complaints. Answer. A customer once called and frustrated about a delayed order. They had an important event coming up and needed the product urgently. I empathized with their frustration, assured them that I would find a solution, and immediately contacted the shipping provider. I managed to expedite the delivery and followed up with the customer until they received their package. The customer was extremely grateful and even left positive feedback about the service. What are some of your weaknesses, and how do you work on them? Interviewer expectation. They want to see self-awareness and a proactive approach to self-improvement. Answer. One of my weaknesses is that I can be overly detail-oriented, which sometimes slows me down. To address this, I set time limits on myself on tasks and prioritize efficiency without sacrificing quality. This approach has helped me maintain a balance between thoroughness and productivity. How would you describe your communication style? Interviewer expectation. They want to understand how you interact with others and if your communication style aligns with customer support best practices. Answer. I would describe my communication style as clear and empathetic. I strive to be concise while ensuring that the customer feels heard and understood. I adapt my tone based on situation. For example, I may be more formal with a business client and more casual with a regular customer, depending on their preferences. How do you stay patient and positive when dealing with difficult customers? Interviewer expectation. This question assesses your emotional intelligence and resilience in handling challenging situations. Answer. I stay patient and positive by reminding myself that the customer is often frustrated with the situation, not with me personally. I practice active listening to understand their concerns fully, and I take deep breaths to maintain my composure. I also focus on finding a solution, which helps shift my mindset from frustration to problem solving. What do you know about our company and our product services? Interviewer expectation. They want to see if you research the company, understand its offerings, and show genuine interest in working there. Answer. I understand that as a leader in and is known for its. Your company is focused on providing excellent customer experiences, which aligns with my passion for customer support. I've also read about your commitment to, which I find inspiring. I'm excited about the opportunity to contribute to your team and help customers get the most out of your product services. How do you handle a customer who is clearly frustrated or angry? Interviewer expectation. They want to see your de-escalation techniques and your ability to remain calm under pressure. Answer. When dealing with a frustrated customer, I first listen actively to their concerns without interrupting. I acknowledge their feelings by saying something like, I understand why you're upset. Then, I work to find a solution by asking clarifying questions and offering options to resolve the issue. My goal is to turn their frustration into satisfaction. What motivates you in a customer-facing role? Interviewer expectation. They want to understand your intrinsic drivers and what you find rewarding in customer service. Answer. I am motivated by the opportunity to make a positive impact on customers' experiences. I find it rewarding to solve problems and help customers feel valued. Additionally, I enjoy the dynamic nature of customer-facing roles, where each interaction presents a new challenge and a chance to learn something new. Tell us about your experience in onboarding and training new employees. Interviewer expectation. They want to see if you have leadership, mentorship, or training experience in a customer support. Answer. In my previous role, I was responsible for onboarding and training new hires in customer support. I created step-by-step guides on handling customer inquiries, familiarized them with our CRM tools, and conducted role-playing exercises to help them practice real-world scenarios. I also provided continuous support by answering questions and sharing best practices. I find training rewarding because it helps build a strong, knowledgeable team that delivers great customer service. What's the best way to help a customer who has worked with multiple agents and hasn't received the help they need? Interviewer expectation. They want to know if you can take ownership of an issue and ensure a resolution rather than passing the customer around. Answer. I would first empathize with the customer and acknowledge their frustration. Then, I would take ownership of the issue by reviewing their previous interactions to understand the context. I would assure them that I will personally see the issue through to resolution and provide them with a clear timeline for follow-up. This approach helps rebuild trust and shows the customer that their concerns are being taken seriously. A customer calls in very upset because they received the wrong product. How do you handle this? Interviewer expectation. They want to see how you handle mistakes, resolve issues efficiently, and maintain customer satisfaction. Answer. I would start by empathizing with the customer and apologizing for the mistake. I completely understand how frustrating this must be, and I sincerely apologize for the inconvenience. I would then confirm the order details to identify what went wrong. After that, I would immediately offer a solution, such as shipping the correct product as soon as possible or providing an alternative solution based on the customer's preference. What tools or software have you used in previous customer support roles? Interviewer expectation. They want to assess your familiarity with common customer support tools. Answer: I have experience using several customer support tools, including Zendesk for ticket management, Salesforce for customer relationship management, and LiveChat for real-time support. I am also comfortable with collaboration tools like Slack and Microsoft Teams for internal communication. I adapt quickly to new software and am always eager to learn new systems. A customer is asking for a refund, but it doesn't meet our policy. How do you handle this situation? Interviewer expectation: they want to see if you can enforce company policies while keeping the customer satisfied. Answer: I would first listen to the customer's concerns and empathize with their situation. Then I would explain our refund policy clearly and why their request does not meet the criteria. I would offer alternative solutions, such as store credit or an exchange, and ensure they feel heard and valued throughout the conversation. A customer is asking for help with a product you are not familiar with. What do you do? Interviewer expectation: they want to see your resourcefulness and willingness to find solutions even when you don't have immediate knowledge. Answer: I would first let the customer know that I want to provide them with accurate information. I would ask clarifying questions to understand their issue better. If I still need assistance, I would consult available resources, such as product manuals or internal knowledge bases, or escalate the issue to a more experienced colleague while keeping the customer informed. How do you handle stress and maintain a positive attitude in a fast-paced environment? Interviewer expectation: they want to understand your coping mechanisms and your ability to stay positive under pressure. Answer: I handle stress by prioritizing my tasks and staying organized. I take short breaks to recharge and practice deep breathing techniques when I feel overwhelmed. I also maintain a positive attitude by focusing on solutions rather than problems and reminding myself of the impact I can have on customers' experiences. Can you give an example of how you've used feedback from customers to improve your service? Interviewer expectation: they want to see if you are open to feedback and can implement changes based on customer input. Answer: in my previous role, I received feedback from customers that our response times were too slow. I brought this to my team's attention, and we implemented a new ticket prioritization system that allowed us to address urgent issues more quickly. As a result, we saw a significant improvement in customer satisfaction scores. What are your salary expectations? Interviewer expectation: they want to understand your salary expectations and see if they align with their budget. Answer: based on my experience and industry standards, I am looking for a salary in the range of. However, I'm open to discussing compensation and benefits to find a mutually beneficial agreement. Where do you see yourself in this role in the next year or two? Interviewer expectation: they want to understand your career aspirations and if you are looking for a long-term commitment. Answer: in the next year or two, I see myself becoming a key contributor to the team, possibly taking on additional responsibilities or mentoring new hires. I aim to deepen my knowledge of our products and services and contribute to improving customer satisfaction. I also hope to participate in projects that enhance our processes and drive innovation within the company. Do you have questions for me? Interviewer expectation: this is your opportunity to show your engagement and interest in the role and the company. Always have a few thoughtful questions prepared. Answer: yes, I do have a few questions. Can you tell me more about the team I will be working with and how this role contributes to the overall goals of the company? Additionally, what opportunities for professional development does the company offer?